What up, 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 what up? We live. All right, I gotta fix this. It's Tim Falcon's world, and we're all living in it. I'm Jack Collada. This is Boo Crew Media, and we are live at the Gold Mine on Airline. And we don't know jack shit about rugby, but my boy here, Cam Falcon, does. What up, bro?
Yeah, how you doing? How's it going, everybody? Cam Falcon.
What's your purpose here today?
I'm just a fan here watching Nola go play. Unfortunately, these days, that's where I'm at.
So, give me a background before we see kickoff here. About you. You played, and then.
So I'm born and bred in New Orleans, one of those West Bankers, but I played rugby for many years now. Was fortunate enough to play some age grade stuff, but it was also on Nola Gold for their formative years. So basically years 1 through 3.5. That's what I call the COVID year. I unfortunately for myself had to recently retire because I finished law school finally after taking my time going through.
You're not gonna make me cry or anything.
No, I'm gonna make myself cry. Unfortunately, it wasn't an easy decision to do, but I decided that the next career is the way I'm going. So now I'm here watching instead of being out in the field.
So this is kind of a somber moment for you.
Well, last year was a somber moment. Last year was the first full year not playing because the first couple of years of law school, I would take off every spring. So instead of doing school or both or whatever it was, I would just take off and play rugby. But last year I had to wrap up the degree. So I was there and missed a season last year. Had some aspirations of coming back, maybe trying to do both. But where the league is at now and the quality of play and the commitment it takes to be out there, couldn't do both. So I decided to hang up the boots, at least for Nola Gold, and start my law career.
So you graduated law school, started at Falcon Law Firm.
That's it. It's family business, all this, huh?
What's it like working with the old man?
It's awesome because, for me, we're a relatively small firm. It's not the big corporate structures you're used to. So it's me, my 2 brothers are also practicing, my dad. So it's good, but it's to be able to walk into a boss's office who has 35 plus years of legal experience. It's invaluable,
Right.
So for me, it's absolutely amazing to be in the situation I'm in.
So we're looking at the time of 8:09. Kickoff should be underway here shortly.
Oh, kickoff happened. We're about 5 minutes into the game. So when you said you don't know shit about rugby, you're really speaking the truth.
I wasn't lying.
So we have a Nola Gold attacking scrum on the 5 meter line. So this is a very, very positive position for us to be in, especially this early in the game.
Would you call this the biggest moment of the game?
I mean, the biggest moment of the first 5 minutes. So you never know. That's the beauty of rugby, and like many other sports, is you don't know what's going to happen.
All right, so I played two total rugby games in my life at Spring Hill College. So I
spent some time at Spring Hill. We always play in that battleship tournament. I've been playing since I was a kid. It's a fun time.
I have a wide range of knowledge on this game.
Well, maybe that wasn't an attack of scrum. Was that their scrum?
That was them.
Well, so that's the beauty of the scrums, though, because the team has the put in, but it's open season once you put it in. So even if it's somebody else, the other team putting it in, you can still win that scrum. So
it's Nola Gold Rugby versus the New England Free Jacks. Here hosting the Free Jacks as they kick it out of bounds. We're here live with Cam Falcon in the press box. We got the Boo Crew Media sign on the back of the stadium. The fans are coming in loud. And just tell me what it's like to kind of be not just part of the ownership of Nola Gold, but part of the community, part of the family.
Oh, it's amazing. Like I said, I'm born and bred in New Orleans, so obviously the city holds a special place in my heart. And to be able to represent, like I said, I'm always a homer. So may not be a basketball fan, but I always support the Pelicans. Obviously, you support the Saints, but that's a good time. But it's amazing to be able to bring rugby to this level, especially in the city where I was born and bred. So, and fortunate enough that I was good enough to play for a bit there, but and even more fortunate now that I'm out of the locker room, which is always a hard thing, is still relatively involved,
First off, cheers.
No, cheers, man.
Second of all,
are you drinking mimosas
doing
tonight?
that.
What are you up?
Yeah, screwdrivers, bro. I stayed out pretty late last night, so trying to get some vitamin C.
Friday night in New Orleans, huh?
Get some vitamin C in there.
I guess I don't have to play on Saturdays anymore, so I don't have to worry about what I'm doing on Friday nights.
All right, so if I was the play-by-play guy and you were the color guy, let's just say
describe those roles to me. I was getting mixed up.
Play-by-play is the guy who kind of just like leads and steers the conversation.
Yeah.
Describes the action, and the color guy kind of provides like color, like illustration.
I always think of myself more as a color guy.
I know.
I don't think I don't pay attention enough
You're
to give a play-by-play. But
you're 100% color guy.
How do we share this link on YouTube?
Yeah, let's share the link, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to blast it out there. It's not giving me a share link.
Hey, if you got if you're joining the live stream, we're about to share the link. But if you got a comment, leave a comment, ask a question.
Also, I highly recommend having the FS2 broadcast on.
Without a doubt,
with the professionals.
Yes,
you might get some funny stories here and there, but just to really check out the game, see what's going on.
Yeah, no,
tune in to FS2.
We want you to have two screens up. We want you to have your phone out, listening to us.
This is not good.
And we got the first try of the game.
So after some broken play, it looks like Free Jacks dotted down in the corner. And we have a man down who cannot see who that is.
Is that a Nola Gold player?
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's never good to see because, sometimes a lot of things happen in rugby injury-wise and you have to shake it off. But never good to see a guy down. I think it's Juan, maybe.
So that's 5 points for the Free Jacks. And now they're going to kick.
That's an unfortunate swing of events because we went from having a scrum down here on the 5 meter line to them. It's a broken play.
All right, so explain it just to make sure. It's going to be 5 for the Free Jacks, and then they're going to kick for 2.
Yeah, so ultimately the scores end up being similar looking for you bettors out there to a football game. So it's 7 points in total.
Right.
But I guess it's a 5 points for touching the ball down, so scoring a try.
Right.
Which is funny. There's funny stories of where we get touchdown from. So in rugby, you physically have to cross the line and then touch the ball down with downward pressure.
I never. Wow.
You never made that connection?
About that? I never made that connection. A try is when you touch. You have to touch the ball down. Like it's not just
football called
touchdowns.
So that's something I tell. All right. So
my mind is blown.
So I'm going to blow your mind even more. And it's the best
touch
way.
Down.
Exactly. Simple as it is. And now touchdown, all you have to do is like somehow by a millimeter of an inch cross the plane and then you score a touchdown in the NFL. Careers are made and lost over those couple millimeters.
God, that's insane.
But yeah, I mean but if you look at it too, and that's what I tell a lot of newer rugby fans, if you know football, it's easy to pick up.
So wait, why different from football? I just saw Nola Gold kick to the Free Jacks. That's different from football.
Yeah. Right? Finders keepers or winners, winner gets the ball. What do they call it in basketball?
Make it take it.
Yeah, sorry,
that's
it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lala. Make it take it, dude. That's how it works.
All right, so the ball just went out of bounds. Somebody from the crowd could have grabbed it, but they didn't. So what? They just give them another ball. Like
all right. So the way the kicking works is that if you kick behind the 22, which is the line they're all standing on,
all right,
which is 22 meters from the goal line.
Okay.
If you're behind that and you kick it out of bounds, directly out of bounds, the other team will still get the ball, but it'll go out of bounds there.
Okay.
If you're in front of that 22 and you kick it out on the full, they call it.
Yeah.
The ball comes back to where you kicked it from.
Okay.
Where the lineout's taken. So lineout's that first phase they call it, which is a way to start the game again. So
right.
Scrum, lineout, there's a stoppage of play, and that was a miscue. I don't know.
So the scrum went there. Yeah, the scrum went over.
The lineout was an overthrow. It looks like we had a miscue, so a miscommunication on where the exact attack was supposed to be.
All right, we're going to give y'all our starting lineup here for the Nola Gold, presented by Royal Honda. Tell me about these guys, if you don't mind. The guys the guys who are, cool, good at rugby, I guess.
They're all cool, all good guys. So
are they all good at rugby?
I mean, if you're here and been starting for Nola Gold or starting the MLR, safe to say you're pretty good at rugby.
All right, so one man.
All right, so good. That was good. Good defense. We had a knock on, so it's a turnover by the Free Jacks. So we'll get a scrum down now.
I like that. All right, so prop, Matt Harmon.
Good guy.
Eric Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Prop, Dino
Yeah, so
Waldron.
that's they call that the front row, 1 through 3. So that was my position.
Prop hooker
I
and prop, right?
I either played tight head prop, which is number 3.
All right, what's Malcolm May's position?
He's second row, so
Second
or
row.
locks they call him.
Locks. William Wagasback, Jesuit boy.
Wags, yeah, I've known him for far too long. I think Wags and I might be loosely related. So my grandmother's maiden name was Wagasback from Vashtree. His family's also Wagasbacks from Vashtree, so
I like that.
but you know, New Orleans is about 3 degrees of separation with anybody ever meet.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Moni Tagawia.
Great guy. I've known him for a long time now.
Devin
He's a
Short.
baller. He's a new addition this year, but I'm sorry, Deborah Ferris. Devin Short came with us last year.
Deborah Ferris is on the podcast.
Yeah, no, so I've known him for a little while.
Pretty
He's
cool
playing
guy.
some age grade stuff, yeah.
He hit me up after we posted the pictures of the podcast. He messaged me on Instagram and was like, I like those candids. He's a big fan of the candids.
I mean, I always say candid photos is when you look your best.
Right.
You know, pose stuff, I think it's kind of goofy sometimes.
The man, the myth, the legend, Cam Dolan.
And very close friend of mine, former roommate. He's a good dude.
Well,
yeah, him and I live together uptown New Orleans, or the Garden District.
9, Damian Stevens. What's the 9 position?
Scrum half, or halfback is another term for it.
Robbie Coleman, 10.
Yep, that's fly half.
Fly half. 11 is a
Wing.
winger.
Mm-hmm.
Wing or winger?
Either one. I mean, you're on the wing, you call them wingers.
Nick Feeks.
He's playing what?
This guy.
He's a good player. I mean, we played some good games, but the biggest highlight that comes to mind with Nick Feeks is we were in Utah, it was maybe 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's the year before the COVID year when we got canceled. We had a snow game, and there was about
playing rugby in the snow.
Awful because it's cold, and you couldn't see the lines. They had to sit there and dig them out. It was like steady snow up until probably the second half. But he scored in that game, which generally think a snow game or a rain game, the ball handling is not as good. So you would, generally you think they'd go through the pack, kind of those real, down and dirty tries. But we scored 3 tries on the wing through Nick Feeks, and it was just great work. We have another line out with Howie thrown in.
Okay. Describe the action here for me. You be the play.
Yeah, so we had a line out of Mall, and now an inside move. Oh, and we were just a couple seconds too late. So a lot of this stuff is all about timing. Just like a receiver runs his route, and the quarterback's waiting for that certain time for him to be there. Mm-hmm. That's where we're at. Those moves off of first phase, like they did just now, it's all about timing. And it looks like we're a tiny bit rusty. That's going to come with early season games. So
I think the hardest thing for me to comprehend as a amateur rugby fan and somebody who only played winger is what happens when a guy gets tackled. So, could you break that down in the simplest of terms?
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. So a good way to realize a lot of stuff, if you are a football fan, is that rugby's basically the grandfather or the dad of football and the grandfather of soccer. So as the sport evolved, soccer was that. A guy named, I forgot his name, William Webb Ellis maybe, was in rugby school in England playing soccer. Guess the guy might have been too good with his feet, so decided he wanted to pick up the ball, start running with it. And then from there, they formed a new sport, kind of out of soccer. Or football, as they call it. And
let's go.
Nice little break by Damian Stevens.
Look at this guy.
Let's see what the sport's there. Yes, Robbie.
And he didn't go down, so he can keep going.
So if you're not, if you go down, so you can go down, but if you're not held, so there's no tackler there, you can fall and keep going.
So it's kind of like a takedown in wrestling. Like you gotta have the guy.
Yeah, that's close. Yeah, close enough. You wrestle at all?
Yeah, I wrestled in high school.
What weight class?
113.
Which is funny. I was heavyweight, 285.
I was 5'10", 113.
You wrestled all 5 or 4 years?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was weirdest sport combination of all time: wrestling and golf. And then after junior year, I just did golf.
That sounds like a Jesuit sports career, though.
I know. Shut up.
So I went to Shaw. So we're, I guess for me, the Jesuit Shaw rivalry started when I first started playing rugby for Shaw.
All right. So wait, tell me how the Shaw connection. Obviously, you went to Shaw. And did all your brothers go to Shaw?
All of us.
Did your dad go to Shaw?
He did not. He was a West Jeff guy, but at some point was an honorary alumnus.
Right, and that is obviously why the Nola Gold started playing at Shaw.
Yeah. So it's the first year we needed a stadium.
Right.
Of that size, and Shaw's been trying to build a stadium for a long time now. So that's the thing. So that stadium we needed a stadium to play in. Shaw was always trying to build a stadium. so Tim, I guess, worked his magic and helped facilitate that process. So now Shaw has a stadium, like it's the only Catholic league school in
That
New
has
Orleans
their
that has
own
one.
stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a pretty cool deal, and it was great for the school.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Jesuit has John Ryan, but that's more just for baseball.
Yeah, which is funny because like Shaw's one of the ones they have like massive piece of property over there, so
when
it made sense for us to have the
all of
facilities.
Shaw's football home games are at Shaw.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights is the first time, which is funny because I remember when I was at Shaw, our home stadium was Hollis, Memphis. Memphis, how do you say that? It's the West Chef Stadium.
I got to give a shout out to Shaw right now because I was at the basketball game last night.
I know, I saw it. Sent that to Blair and she. that's
in the bird cage. Wes Warren Dean absolutely killing it. Cam Johnson killing it.
Yeah, I went to go see him when they played at Shaw. It was a nail biter of a game.
Tell you what, that team is good.
I'm excited about it. Yeah, I
think they should win a state title.
Between our basketball team being good again and Coach Hank coming back, it looks like Shaw might be back on the rise, huh? So I'm excited about that.
All right, what's going on over here?
So this is some loose play. We had a ruck there. So rucks when a tackle is made, there's no stoppage. So in football, you have downs, line of scrimmage. This is kind of what it came from. So we have a ruck. There's a line of scrimmage and offsides line, but players can compete over the ball. So if you don't have a person support to kind of shore it up or make sure like a lineman style move, which anyone can do on the field, right? You have the right to go through that ruck and take the ball as a defender.
Okay. Let's see. We're gonna add this to.
Can you tell me where the link is on YouTube? How do I send this?
Oh, I thought you sent it to him.
I did.
No, I have it, but I don't know how to send it out now.
Oh wait, I got you.
Oh, that's what it was. I had the chat pulled up and it wasn't.
You got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Copy link.
Yeah.
I'm about to do that too. StreamYard will lose access to your Facebook account.
Don't worry about that right now.
Or they get locked out. Oh, I got it. Sorry, I trust him. Whoa, what is that? I don't even know how to work Instagram, to be honest with you. How to send the story. There we go.
I tell you what, the crowd came in. I mean, over here it's pretty packed.
Yeah, that's
I feel like it was a little warmer, we'd have a.
That's what I was just about to say. You know how people in New Orleans are.
Yeah.
If it falls below 50 degrees, people tend to hibernate. But I think we have about 1,400 season tickets sold, so
That's what's
I
up.
think the crowds will be good. It's exciting stuff.
But we need to pack this stadium.
That's the goal, right? Always.
No doubt.
And again, these games are fun, especially when the weather gets warm. We start tailgating, hanging out. It's the beauty of kind of the rugby culture is that we want it to be a good time, especially New Orleans culture. We want the game experience to be a good time. So we had a band playing at 6:30 today before the pregame.
They were good. They were killing it.
Yeah, I think it was the Crescent Kings or something like that. Yeah, they were pretty good. And it's a party,
Oh my!
You can watch a sport, but also have a fun Saturday night out.
Who was that who just got tackled?
Monty.
That was Monty?
Yeah.
God, he looks like
he's a big boy who likes his contact. So we also have some good contact trainings whenever we're both around.
All right, the gold are channeling here.
It's good. It's building some phases, which is good. You kind of keep building, recycling ball until it's time to break. All right, Nick, let's see what you got. Oh.
That's Nick who?
Nick Feeks.
Nick Feeks.
One of the wingers, yeah.
Right.
Who's
our other winger?
Who's on there? So it's 11 and 14. Harley Wheeler. That's the guy we just got from Atlanta.
That's why we don't have a picture of him.
Yeah. So they did a lot of that media stuff, but he came in relatively late, I think.
Harley, score a try and we'll get you a picture. Okay, so what do you know about the Free Jacks? Were you on the team when have y'all played them when you were on the team?
Yeah, so I think it was the opening game of my last year playing. So it was the COVID year, as I call it, because we played 4 games, and then the season got suspended for a bit, and then about a week or 2 later, they told us it was off because of obviously because of the pandemic.
Right.
But
and the forwards set a platform for Waka to clear the lines. Then they go with their pack. Terrell Pater out of New Zealand, 21 years of age.
Nice.
Can we just switch the camera to Wallace?
That must be the Rugby
Under
Network.
pressure from
Okay, nice.
Stevens.
Yeah, so
Shout out to
anybody
the
watching, please go and sign up for the Rugby Network. It's free. All the games will be broadcast.
How difficult it
It's
is.
pretty useful having. The first year, last year, I was on a ski
These
trip,
defenses
and I was trying to catch the end of a Nola goal game.
hard line
And
speed. So
we were on the
it's
ski lift
interesting that he's on the other side of it right now.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah.
So
So,
we'll be
Sean?
back in 60 seconds.
No,
we're live, but hey, welcome to the podcast.
Two opposing forces.
Very
One
informative.
cannot exist without the other. The push and the pull.
All right, so what's going on right here? I thought there weren't
Take.
timeouts in rugby.
This is what gives rise
20
to
minutes?
all things.
So they've been doing.
This is
Yeah,
life.
It's kind of a newer
Is that
thing.
like a TV thing?
This is rugby.
I think that's what it's become, but
Takes so much
the
work.
rule kind of started around
One step
where there was
forward,
warmer
3
games.
steps back.
So when it's real hot, they'd have a
100
20-minute water
steps
break.
back.
Mm.
Out of nowhere.
But I think because of the way rugby is, where there's not
This is
nearly as many commercial breaks
This is
as
rugby.
football, which I like because I can't stand
Throw
commercials.
your arms around it. Breathe it in and in.
Probably better off.
We are not here to hold back. We are here to brave new paths, to rise up together and become
Yeah,
something
explain
greater.
that to me.
All right, so
Also, another thing I need you to explain is why, like,
is the
when do they
rise
choose to
of
kick,
rugby.
and what's the?
This
Is that basically like clearing out? That's basically like a punt compared to football.
yeah, I think it depends on the team because some have
Welcome
a
back, everyone,
yeah.
to
So
New Orleans.
it's all about
Always
territory.
Good to have you
know what I
with
mean?
us
So
right
punting
here on Fox Sports
became
2
what it is in
all
rugby.
season
Or sorry,
long.
in football
We're going to
because
bring
of
you the
where it was
best
at
rugby
rugby.
action
Because-
in MLR. I'm Stacey
So
Pate.
punting, yeah, it's
And
a
one of the
territory
most
game.
exciting
So
things
instead
when
of
you
trying to
think
run it
about the
out,
Nola
you can
Gold
kick
is
the ball
everything
down the
they
field at
do
any
in the
point
community
and
and what these players
send it out.
mean to
So
the community.
instead of being
Let's
backed
talk
up inside
first
your
about
22,
Carl
which is not
Meyer.
really a
He's the
great place
guy
to
that
be, but
when he was recruited by
you
the
can just
rugby director of
punt it out
operations and general
reset.
manager Ryan Fitzgerald,
So a
he
lot,
told
and that's what I'm
Carl, he
saying.
said,
So it
listen,
came,
I predict
football
a few
came from
things are going
rugby,
to happen for you.
and there's a
You're
lot
going
of
to be a
similarities and
big
a lot of
fan
tactics
favorite.
that
You're going to do great work
you can
here,
see the
and you're going to
comparisons,
make.
you know.
Love that. All right, keep talking while I'm doing this.
All right, so we just had a penalty here. So there's a penalty when you make the tackle. The player who's tackled on the ground needs to release the ball, and if there's a defender that's on there before a person from the attacking team has a chance to get there, he has the right to go and grab the ball. And the player on the ground can't hold on to it. So if he's holding on to it, he's not releasing. That's a penalty.
Okay.
So the support, I guess, wasn't there in time, so there was a not releasing penalty. So at that point, they had the opportunity to kick the ball, and wherever they kicked out of bounds, that they get a line out, an attack line out. That's great work though. So Boston had a line out, but we had a chance to defend, and we stole the ball from them.
Love that.
Now Dino with a nice little carry. Uh-oh. Jack's just showing her all the hard work Lala did over here. Do you work with him all the time, or is this
I do.
okay?
I see him every day.
Oh,
All the time.
dang.
Unfortunately.
Is he a bad guy? What do I know about him? Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties.
They can't see y'all. That's why I only put the screen up. Cause
Well, now you can hear us, which is even more unfortunate. Sorry. But thanks for tuning
Oh,
in.
good.
people in here
Thanks for
talk
tuning
like
in. Your
that.
cup of. No, it's funny. You get a lot of. I've been listening to a couple of the podcasts you've been doing with the boys.
And you're like, this guy doesn't know shit about rugby.
No, not at all. They know probably a lot more than I do.
No, you're talking about me.
Oh yeah, that's all right. I mean, I've been dealing with that probably my whole life. My dad played since he was in college.
Yeah.
So I've been around rugby longer than any other sport.
What up, Instagram? We're live at the Gold Mine on Airline.
Hey Zach, can you grab me another beer, please? That blue ice chest.
Yeah, Zach. I'll take one as well.
Nola Gold beer, absolutely delicious, by the way.
Yes.
Port Orleans. I think that's all I've been drinking since they debuted.
Nola Gold and Booper Media.
Oh yeah, so
Oh, shit.
we're on two screens now, so I'm getting confused.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
What up? What up? What up? What up? Instagram.
Is that your new thing? So what up, what up, what up?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
Well, that's good. So you don't know rugby. You don't know what you're doing here. I don't know what we have going on.
So we're live at the North. Are you Coach Napoli? Jack Davidson said on Instagram. I'm not Coach Napoli. My name is Jack Collada. His name is Cam Falcon. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch,
Everywhere.
TV.
Oh, nice. Twitch.
Yeah, we're actually on channel 107 on cable.
Oh, I haven't done cable in years, so that doesn't help me out at all.
We're not on TV yet, bro. Come on. We're getting there.
Are you trying to get on TV? I mean, I feel like that's where like things have gone away from that.
When is my guy JP gonna get in?
Yeah,
Which
where's-
JP?
Where's JP Duplessis?
Oh, he's on the bench today.
The hell?
So the subs are interesting because you have 15 starters, 8 substitutes, so match day squad of 23. And traditionally, I guess when my dad played back in the day, if you started the game, you played 80 minutes, and that was kind of where the subs were there just in case of injury, whatever else it was. But if you're a starter, there's a chance you can go full 80 minutes, and that's your own the entire time.
Did you do that?
No, the role I ended up was more of like an impact sub type of role.
Yeah.
So I was that, and that's the game's evolved over the years. So from when my dad played and still plays actually at 62, he still was playing games this year with me. It's kind of evolved to where they're utilizing the full 23. So there's different combinations of players and all of this. So there's always a game plan around it. And sometimes you get you're in a role, maybe you're just there in case of injury. If you have a player starting over you that's a solid player.
We got a question from IG. Falcon fam run deep on the West Bank.
That's it.
It's not
We've
really
been
a
there.
question. It's more of a comment.
Oh, yeah. My mom's lived in Tarrytown since she was 10, and I've lived in Marrero my entire life. So we're still there and always represent the West Bank. Who'd that come from?
That came from Dustin.
Dustin, how do you say his last name? Michelle?
Is that Mish?
Mish.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yeah, you know Mish?
so Dustin went to school with my older brother. I went to school with his younger brother, Ryan. Stood in his wedding.
Dustin, hashtag Shaw forever.
Amen, brother.
Hey, I told somebody last night, and I'm probably going to lose a lot of friends, family, and brothers for saying this.
Ooh.
But I was at the game last night.
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
Now that I'm unbiased media guy, or try to be at least, I told somebody who has been a long-time statistician at Jesuit, I was like, I'm not going to lie to you, but I want Shaw to win this game. And he looked at me as if someone just died.
Oh,
I just looked at you like you.
trust me, my
I
fiance.
can say that because, first of all, Jesuit lost their two
Let's
best
go,
basketball
Feeksy.
players.
Sorry.
So my fiance is Jesuit's cheerleading coach, and her mother
Yes.
works for Jesuit.
Blair and Crystal Rowland.
And yeah, shout out. So that's probably, and I joke, the biggest point of contention relationship is that I'm a West Banker who went to Shaw, and she went to
And
Dominican
they're
and very,
Jesuit.
very Jesuit affiliated. But
Yeah.
hey, it's the funny thing about New Orleans is we definitely have those high school rivalries, but in the end, we're all from New Orleans and things are all right.
All right, so Cam, unless I'm blind here, it looks like
Oh,
the
no.
score is Gold 3,
Yeah, we got 3.
Free Jacks 7.
Field goal thingy.
Explain to me and those who don't know jack shit about rugby how we got 3 points.
So I was talking too much, which I tend to do and not pay attention. So I didn't even see us kick it. So,
Kicked it on the penalty.
so yeah, so that's.
Close enough, he said.
See, Lala knows what's going on.
I was gonna say, can you just take
yeah,
over
maybe you
here?
come and take us over. You can do it all.
You and Zach. We got Zach Stowe coming on the show here in
Zach is good. He's in my ear feeding me
Yeah.
everything.
at
I
halftime.
don't know. I'm kind of enjoying this, and keep forgetting I'm on camera.
Yeah.
Hello, people, but I'm just kind of
Hey,
talking and
everybody.
shooting the shit,
I was about to say, Blair, your fiance. Congrats, by the way.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Blair's like, where's Cam? When is he gonna come? Is he
Yeah,
gonna
she's
come?
probably been looking forward to
Is
this
he
whole
gonna come
time.
before the end of the half, and you're just gonna be here? The whole
Yeah, I'm
time?
gonna just shooting the
Stay
shit,
for the
drinking
half, will
some
you?
beers, and watching rugby. That's what you do.
Yeah.
That's it.
So 40-minute halves.
Yep.
They got 3 points. And
So-
how does it work? How are
yeah.
you allowed to just take 3?
So-
I don't get that.
So at any point in the game, you have a drop goal.
Okay.
So an open play, if the ball has hit the ground, you kick it, it goes through the uprights, that's 3 points. Those are relatively rare, but definitely a tool in most teams, arsenal. Generally, 3 points will come off a penalty kick.
Okay.
So, in football, there's field goals, which are worth 3 points. You kick it after the couple downs, you take that opportunity. So in rugby, if you get a penalty, so whatever the infraction is, the rule, basically like a flag in football, obviously,
Yeah.
you have the choice to kick for a penalty goal.
Okay.
So if you make that penalty goal, it's 3 points.
Okay.
So basically, and that's where there's some big boots. Carl Meyer has an absolute cannon of a leg.
Carl Meyer was on the show. Absolute
Yeah.
legend. Lala
Yeah.
has a crush on him.
Well, he's recently married. Shout out. Found him a good New Orleans, Louisiana, South
This is
Louisiana
not
girl.
good. This is not good.
Oh no, we recovered though. It's okay.
Okay.
JP is my favorite.
Dustin,
Which one? Duplessis.
Yeah.
JP
Oh, okay.
Duplessis, great looking guy.
Yeah, JP Uloff is a good friend of mine going back. So super nice guy,
Dustin
great family.
said Lala acting like she knows shit.
Hey, Lala knows everything. That's what I'm convinced.
What up? What up?
Dustin,
Big Chief.
Dustin, why aren't you at the game today?
I like
Why
a
are you
guy
just
with a name
commenting?
like Big Chief. That's a cool Instagram name.
Chief Keef? Is that his brother? Maybe dad?
Leave a comment. We'll show it on our 7,000 follower Instagram account.
Cool.
Join us on YouTube. We can pull your comments up on screen.
Yes, if you're on Instagram or Twitter, go to YouTube or Facebook. That's where we can see the comments and show them
On screen.
on screen.
All right, where we're at now. So it looks like a penalty to the Free Jacks. So they're kicking for touch. So now, at that point they had a penalty. They could have kicked for goal.
Okay.
So that's a penalty kick. You would have gotten 3 points and they made it.
Okay.
But they made the decision. I guess they're feeling themselves
Right.
to have the line out. So if you kick it out of bounds there, they get now a throw into the line on the 5 meter line with
Okay.
the chance to score for 5.
Okay.
Also, that's the cheerleading move.
Yeah, Lala calls the line out a cheerleading move, which it very much looks like.
Yeah, they have the similarities. My college roommate and one of my best friends was a cheerleader at LSU.
Really?
Yeah,
Who's that?
Jordan Thibodeau. So it's a funny story because when I played at Shaw, played football. The 5 linemen, all of us started a couple years. Played in the state championship.
Right.
But they were also the 3 interior linemen that sit in the 2 guards. Were also in the Shaw cheerleading team. And we weren't a very, very big team, so none of us were going to college to play ball.
Right.
I think I was the second tallest at 6'1", 240.
You could have played football in college.
Not a left tackle. Maybe like fullback, some D3 school, but who wants to do that?
Yeah.
I went to LSU and enjoyed college.
Hey, fullback is a fucking underrated position.
And I'm not talking shit about fullbacks. I'm just talking about being a fullback at a small school somewhere. That wasn't really what I plan on doing in college.
We got another comment from your boy Mish.
Which Mish? They're both Mish.
Dustin.
Okay.
I'm
sorry, Mish. So Mish is their name's Michelle. They call him Mish. My older brother knows Dustin as Mish, but his younger brother knows Mish as well.
He said, "Wish I was there, brother. Love what y'all have done with the Nola Gold. Started from the dirt on the sandlot in Gretna.
Amen.
Now look at this squad."
Hey,
That's,
amen.
actually, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
That is a good comment.
Quite the underdog story.
I love that comment. The beer's kicking in, baby. This Nola Gold golden ale. Let me tell you.
Port Orleans, shout out. Yeah, it's a great beer.
Camera.
And it matches our jerseys, which is always kind of cool.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
I bought one.
That's what actually, under all my layers, I have the similar shirt, but the black version.
Dude, I love this.
No, these
they
are
didn't
great.
have large, which I'm a little upset about, so I got an XL.
No.
Yeah, Paladin's weird, though. And I'll tell you this, I own a lot of it between playing or wearing it now. It fits small.
Wait, Paladin is the brand that makes all this stuff?
Yeah, so Paladin's the maker. They provide all the on-the-field gear for the league.
Just want to let you know, Paladin sponsor sign is right next to bootcrewmedia.com sponsor sign.
Where's that at?
Out there.
On the
See that?
on the field or on
Look,
the
right
fence?
there. On the
Oh, yeah. Where's
Paladin,
it?
Boot Crews. Right
Oh, I
next
have
to it.
awful vision, to be honest with you, so I can barely see that far.
I know. I'm a little disappointed because we probably should have made
It's very busy. I think,
Yeah. We should have made the Boot Crew Media pop more, but hey, it's a badass looking sign. All right, it's that. Well, can we get that picture uploaded? The picture I took that I sent.
Oh, good hands, Feeksy. Little chip and chase. Great work.
Oh, what a fucking hit! Let's go.
You knocked it on. So that should be a scrum to us in the 5 meters. That's a very, very great result. Hey, good work, Feeks. So there, whenever you knock the ball forward or drop it forward or hit it forward, it's a knock on. So that means the other team gets opportunity to put it into the scrum.
Okay.
So that's where the scrum is. In rugby, everything has to go backwards. So whenever knock on happens, to reset the game, we have a scrum.
Beers at the turn said, "Hey, you looking good, fuck."
Huh?
Whatever that means.
Who is this?
Jacob Ranger? Maybe it's something you.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
Jacob's enjoying a Saturday night, huh?
Ross Teveno, Pelicans Report is in the live. What up, Pels Report?
What's up,
That's
guys?
a big account.
Cool.
Pelicans Report.
Appreciate that. We'll get you out to a game.
Nola. I like how the announcer really vibes with the crowd.
Yeah, so that's guys.
Talk about this announcer.
This is Brad Jurisco.
Brad Juris.
Played at LSU.
You know what he told me? I said,
Oh,
you're
no. Dang.
What happened?
So after kind of had a knock on at the back of the scrum, so now we lost possession there, which is unfortunate.
And I knew what was happening. Oh my God, I got sacked.
I'm switching over to the
Surely
field.
Lala knows exactly what's going on, so maybe we should let her take this over. Huh?
I got it.
I appreciate it, Lala, because that's always something that, rugby's definitely not on everyone's purview, but to be able to pick it up quickly, it's awesome.
There is nothing else going on in the world of sports tonight except for this game. So if you are a fan of sports and you are not watching this live stream or at this game,
I think you're missing out.
you are missing out. And you're just a terrible person. I don't want to talk to you again.
Appreciate it, but it's aggressive, but we still care for you. We'd just like you to come watch the games.
I'm trying to make a point. By the way, we want to thank, at this little commercial break or whatever the hell is going on, Cam can describe the action in a minute. We want to thank our sponsors over at Royal Honda who hooked Kane Thompson, the head coach of Nola Gold,
Nice.
up with a car. Sponsors of the Nola Gold rugby team and of Boo Crew Media. The 2022 Honda Pilot EXL is the best car
Nice.
ever made.
Pretty sure my mom's minivan
What up, bro?
she had.
Yeah, we're doing well.
My mom
We're
drove a
live,
mini.
by the way. You're on the show.
My mom drove a minivan when we were kids.
I got a face for radio. What were you saying?
Sorry, my mom talking about Royal Honda. My mom drove a minivan when we were kids, and it fairly certain it came from Royal Honda. So they've been around the New Orleans area for a long time now.
I'll tap mics to that.
And hey, I guess I'll have to give a shameless plug too with my new career because Falcon
Do
Law
it.
Firm is also a sponsor. So
Falcon Law Firm.
personal injury attorney has been on the West Bank and in New Orleans for a long time now.
Falcon Law Firm can be plugged whenever. Dude. You are the plug.
So if you guys ever have any issues or anything else, give us a call.
Yes, indeed. Falcon Law Firm. Tim Falcon, Cam Falcon, Brennan Falcon.
That's it. And Jared Falcon, our older brother, is also an attorney there.
These men are out here sacrificing their bodies.
Well, can you please take over? Come sit with Cam.
Come on, get your microphone, Lala. You can take mine.
No, you're
Tired
good.
of listening to me.
Wait. What's going on in the scoreboard? Oh, it goes up.
Yeah, I think it's counting up.
Oh, my goodness. It's been going up the whole time?
Yeah,
Zach,
you thought he was going down?
I'm an idiot. When I saw like 23 minutes, 27 seconds, I thought it was going down. I was like, oh,
No.
halfway through. But got it. Running clock. 36, 50, 36 or 38. I got my glasses on. I can still
I think
tell.
36, 55, 56 counting.
All right.
So we got about 3 minutes. Oh, nice block. Good job. Who was that?
All right. So let me ask you something.
That
about
Dolan? That's his great move by Dolan. That's a tall, lanky guy. Got behind and blocked the kick. Yeah, Cam Dolan.
Cam Dolan, I know that name.
Yeah, shout out former roommate, good guy.
Coded Collection.
I know he's been getting a lot of heat on this this podcast lately, but he's definitely a very good guy.
Who?
Dolan.
Me?
Dolan.
Dolan's a great guy.
Your favorite question I've been hearing is like, who in the team wouldn't let your sister date?
All right, that's not my fault for asking the question. It's your teammates'
I
fault.
know.
for
All I'm saying is
answering
he's
the
been getting a
question.
lot of hate, but he's a good guy.
All
Would I
right.
let him date my sister? Probably not, but he's still a good guy.
So you just said he's getting a lot of heat, and then you gave him a little heat. Just a little.
Comes from a good place.
Coded Collection. Coded Collection is one of our sponsors at Boo Crew Media, the official merchandise of Tall Colada, and his comment on Instagram was CS Falcons Law School.
What?
Like Christian Brothers Falcons? Any connection?
Nope.
No,
West Bank
dude.
through and through.
No, dude. Their last name is just Falcon.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Good Lord, Jack, you don't know shit about rugby."
That's all right. We're here learning, all right?
Yeah.
It's always a learning experience.
Yeah. Way too many brewskis for Jack. Actually, I've only had one.
I don't think we finished that one.
So if they throw it forward, do we stop the play?
Yeah, so forward pass is the same as a knock on. It'll be a turnover.
Need one of those blazers with the shield on it. Absolutely fire.
Oh, so these are special. It's not something you can just buy in a store.
Oh, what? You just gotta have the last name Falcon to get one.
No,
of those?
it's just for having a certain number of caps, which is appearances for Nola Gold.
Cap ice.
Yeah, no, it's not just for the last name. I know a lot of stuff came because of the last name, but this one was earned, truly. So yeah, you'll see the players or coaches have them. It's kind of like a signifier of playing for the gold at some point.
So I was talking to Kyle Corvers last night. You know Kyle? Played Jesuit rugby.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with the name.
All right. So
Not the basketball player. There's also a famous
That's where I
3-point.
got confused for a second there. but
three-point
yeah.
legend Kyle Corvers.
What year was he at Jesuit?
He was 2012, a year older
Okay.
than me. But he played on the club team,
Mm-hmm.
not the Po Boys. David Gonzi plays on the Po
Gonzi.
Boys.
Shout out Gonzi. That's one of my favorite Jesuit alumni rugby players.
Shout out David James and Michael Gonzi, all rugby players.
And the three of them now own Wayuza.
Yeah, that's right. That's what he took it over. But he was always my favorite. He's a good guy. We had a we had a couple scuffles when we played each other. Shaw Jesuit may or may not have thrown a punch at him once before, but
Yeah, no free ads though. So Wayuza's, we'll take a couple $100 for mentioning.
or maybe just lunch one day. That'd be nice too.
Yeah, how about a free lunch?
It's a very low bar for my shout outs. All right, so there was a penalty kick there. Somebody had a penalty. He made it 3 points.
Yeah, Coded said it looks like a Masters green jacket, like a black jacket. All right,
Yeah.
wait, explain. So we were talking about this last night. Caps is a term that means appearances. Am I correct?
Yes.
And they use that a lot in soccer. Like,
So it's similar style.
so
Yeah.
it means like starts for your international team, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's very stringent rules around it because I played for the U.S., but they were non-capped internationals.
What the?
Yeah, so I was awfully close to getting my cap for the U.S. national team, but unfortunately, I was on tour for a month. We had 5 games in that series. I made the match day 23 one time, and I sat in the sideline and watched the game. So you don't get your cap until you actually cross the line into the field of play.
Is the clock rolling? Yes, the clock is rolling. We are.
but there's-
why are we over 40? I don't understand.
So that clock. Oh, there you go. So the way the clock works is that it won't stop until there's a stoppage of play. So if the clock hits 40 and the ball's still in play, they won't just call it. It'll keep going until like a knock-on happens or a penalty or some sort of other stoppage.
It's halftime here at the Gold Mine on Airline. We want to thank my man here, Cam Falcon, the son of Tim Falcon, the legend at Falcon Law Firm, a man who's, from what I hear, good enough to literally change into a rugby uniform and go out on the field and represent to his fullest
Right now,
potential.
I wish.
No. This is what I heard.
I'm pretty flexible for a fat
If
guy.
Cam
So,
wanted to stop being a lawyer, if Cam wanted to stop being a lawyer, I heard that you are good enough to go out there and just represent.
So that was that hard decision.
brag? Can I say that?
I appreciate it. I'm
I mean,
not the brag or top, but I had to literally make that decision this year. It was either come and play for another year for the gold, or move on and start my law career. So
Oh yeah, he's engaged. He's moving up in the world. But if
that's it. I guess
If
they
he
call
ever-
this adulting. I keep asking people like,
It's
what do you
adult.
what
but if you
what
ever
is
had
being
the
an
urge-
adult? But here I
But if you ever had the urge, you could go back.
am. Yeah. I mean,
You just don't want to.
honestly, I have the urge all the time of going back and play, but
Yeah.
you kind of had to. But at this point in the game, I missed preseason. It would take a couple months to get to the level as far as the fitness and everything else to really be back on top of where these guys are at.
I have 2 final questions for you.
Okay.
Number 1, can we start fighting the people?
How do you have
walk through
2
these-
final questions though? It's a final question or not?
No, 2 final.
All right, it's too fun. Right? It's one.
There's only one final, but all right. So what's your first question?
My first final question is: can we start fighting the people who walk through the door?
No, I like the look. Looks busy.
I think my fighting days are behind me.
All right,
Um,
no fighting. Second final question, or last final question.
So the final question.
So the final question. Coded
King Creole shout out.
Collection shout out.
What?
Coded Collection.
What is that?
Go to codedcollection.com. Use the code COLADA10 for 10% off.
What do they sell?
Badass merchandise. 504. They sell them in the Black and Gold
Nice.
shop.
Like I said, I'm a homer, so
Wait, I think I'm wearing them.
she'll have to hook you up with Jessica, my sister, who runs all our merchandise. Maybe we'll get you in the Nola Gold shop.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Let's make it happen.
Or vice versa.
Did you hear that, Mason?
Hey, we're trying to spread the brand, let people know. And to be fair, my sister, she had a fashion merchandise degree from LSU, and she can make some good looking stuff. So
And shout out Morgan, Clay's
sister-in-law.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan. Oh, look at King.
What's the mascot?
What is he about to
King
do?
Creole. He's about to do his dance. I think this might be the King Creole
All right, we need to
Elvis
show
dance.
this. Let's
Yeah,
flip the screen.
absolutely.
The last question by Coded Collection was
You can see he looks like a dog.
was 2 halves. Can you explain a little? So 40-minute halves, running time, right? That's the simplest way.
So it's running time, but there's stoppages. So when there's an injury or something like that, but generally, especially compared to like football, the clock runs, and then anytime the ball's in play, the clock's going. But yeah, there's 2 halves. It's kind of sort of been broken up into quarters for the American game with the water or TV timeouts at 20 minutes.
Okay.
So there's some sort of competition going on. King Creole is moderating. But there's Morgan there. She's standing right by the goalpost.
Yeah.
She's our match day coordinator as well as the social media and several other important roles.
What's going on here? Are they drinking beer?
It looks like they're like serving
Wait,
beer,
who's
maybe.
the guy doing? Who's that guy? He looks cool. Is that Sean? Wait, is
Not
that
sure.
Sean?
The announcer?
Yeah,
Who's Sean?
the IT guy.
Wow.
It
Where'd
looks
you
like
get
him.
food from? You're gonna invite me on this podcast. I'm gonna do it out of the kindness of my heart. You're not
Hey,
even gonna share
Zach
food
got
with me.
food.
No, I'm just joking with you.
We,
Oh wait, you got food too? No, I'm just joking. I'm okay. Just ultimate hospitality from the Boot Crew Media.
all right. Well, all right. Third final question.
So is this not the final
So
question?
this is the final question,
sorry.
and then I'm gonna let you go hang out with your fiance and your family.
I'm kind of enjoying this, but yeah,
All right,
we'll have
so-
to do this again then.
So all right. So stay as long as you want. But what's the best rugby countries, and how do we compare to them? So first of all, you can't give me shit, Coded Collection, for for saying something stupid, because you just said what's the best rugby countries and how do we compare to them. We're not a country. We are a team within the Major League Rugby Association, right?
I guess to be fair, the question's okay.
All right.
Because like
Why
rugby,
can't you just back me up?
well, just answer this question honestly. So, the people ask questions, you answer their questions. So rugby is a lot more like soccer in the style of like there's true international teams. So they have international windows and schedule. They're playing games every year. Those capped internationals. So unlike a sport like football, it's almost like the baseball World Baseball Classic they had, where they'd have the guys, professionals, and there's leagues throughout the world.
Am I correct to say that the best or one of the best rugby countries is New Zealand?
Absolutely.
What would be your top 3 if you had to pick?
So New Zealand's one, and I've had the fortunate experience of playing some Kiwi rugby. I was there for a couple stints in my youth, playing some club rugby and other stuff there.
Top Mike?
That's funny enough. My best friend from home, grew up with, went to high school with, started playing rugby with in high school, is now a Kiwi farmer. So he lives in New Zealand, married a girl from there, bought a house, has a kid on the way, and lives. Yeah.
Say that all over again. You just say
So-
Kiwi farmer?
So Kiwi is the term they call New Zealanders. It's like we're Americans. They don't really call them New Zealanders. They'll call them Kiwis. It's their national bird.
I thought he actually grew the fruit.
No, that'd be pretty funny though. No, so he's a farmer. So he's a guy grew up in the West Bank with me and played rugby. And 1 year we were at my house, we were hanging out. And he had plans to go and play, just move to New Zealand and play some rugby. So yeah, dude, definitely do it. It was supposed to be a short stint. So I did a couple of times. I played a little bit in Ireland in college. Went to New Zealand a couple of times. But he did this and just never came home.
Interesting.
So this was probably maybe 2013 or 14.
Mm-hmm.
And he was going over to play for a club team and just literally never came home. And then came home for a bit, tried, play with the Gold, or, came and trained with us a couple of years ago. But he's now happily married, has a kid on the way, and living and farming in New Zealand. It's almost like it's a success story, in my opinion. And that's what rugby can do for a lot of people.
That's awesome.
You just a
That's
guy
really
who played
cool.
some club rugby here in New Orleans, played in high school with me, played at Loyola, and wanted to do something different with his life, and because of rugby, took him to New Zealand, and now he's living a great life in a beautiful country. So
That's amazing.
yeah, rugby could take you places, and
Can
that's
I-
why it's a cool thing.
I want to ask, like, this is going to be a tough question, but financially, is the salary for a rugby player completely different across countries, or from like the major league to, getting on an international team? You don't need to say numbers, but just from.
I mean, so in the MLR right now, the salary cap per team is 500 grand.
Wow.
So that it could be a 30-man roster. The salary cap.
So that's
is,
massive. If you make it to your international team, you are
No. I'm saying that's for the entire team's salary cap, not per person.
the
For the MLR.
Oh.
So the international team, it depends on the union. So some of the bigger ones, whether you play for New Zealand or England,
the
or
salary cap for each team. Is
for the
500?
in the MLR.
Okay.
So this. I mean, we're obviously a newer league.
Right.
Nowhere. So that's why I always joke. I played professional rugby, professional sports, but I'm not on the level of any NFL players
Sure,
financially.
no. But you obviously like that. I guess that's what I'm wondering. So that's great info to know. 500K is salary cap.
Yeah, and
for
that's
each
I guess
team.
public information, so nothing that.
Right, but what is the, just like if you get a sponsor, or if you are on a commercial, or if you have sponsorship deals or partners with the national league, like the USA Eagles, what is the boost or the?
So that's different. So whenever the times that I've been in the national, like call up and you were on tour, or whatever, you generally get a per diem.
Per cap?
You get like a per diem per day. Sometimes there's like cap bonuses and stuff like that. So it really depends on the structure of whatever tour or at the time what you got, whatever team you're going. So, I mean, some of the numbers I heard from maybe the bigger games, like an England international match, England, New Zealand, something like that, or England, Ireland, those guys are making decent money. I mean, but they're also on professional contracts overseas for much longer established leagues that, they've been making a decent chunk of change.
Right.
I mean, and again, rugby's not nearly on the level of American sports.
Yeah.
No one in rugby is making $500 million like Patty Mahomes. That's just the reality of it.
Yeah.
Some of the higher end salaries per player.
Patty Mahomes lost to Joe Burrow. So.
Shout out Joe Burrows, man.
Should he really be making
I met my fiance at the. We started dating her after the national championship game, watching it over at Lucy. So
basically, like in one night, she fell in love with Joe Burrow and you. Could you say that?
What?
that's aggressive, man. You gotta watch yourself. No, but yeah, we started dating January 14th of that year, which is the national championship game, and we're getting married January 14th of next year. So that Joe Burrow's, I guess, always hold a special place.
Everybody loves Joe Burrow.
Absolutely, I was just being, no, but yeah, it's always exciting stuff, and I love to see LSU doing well. I went to LSU myself, so.
I mean, if the Bengals don't beat the Rams, we're both gonna be pissed off. Yes.
Yeah,
Nobody wants the Rams.
No.
Especially for New Orleans. So it's halftime here at the Gold Mine on Airline. The time is what? 9 p.m. on the dot.
That was pretty cool that I decided to.
It was 8:51 I gave it to you.
No, it's 9 p.m.
La, saving the day once again. Here we are.
We got two. Oh, this clock goes down. We got 2 minutes and 42 seconds left of halftime. So Zach, this clock goes down. We're gonna have Zach Stowe on for the second half. We're gonna take a quick bathroom break. We're gonna chill, but we do want to thank Tim Falcon, Jared Cusimano, Morgan Clay Falcon, and especially my man to my right, to your left.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Cam Falcon, I appreciate it, bro.
Anytime to get on and talk about Nola Gold, New Orleans, I'm in. So
hey, we'll have you on
appreciate
every week as long as you're not, pre-gaming too hard.
Hey,
tailgate's a real thing.
Tailgates will be good. So hopefully we'll see you guys out there next time.
Yeah, we need to pack this stadium for next game. It looks pretty good right now, but we can fill it even more. And it's like a Mardi Gras party out here.
Every single Saturday,
Leave us with a comment on the tailgate atmosphere.
So usually it's very good, and shout out to JR calling the partner.
By the way.
So yeah, partner is a guy that's been playing rugby with my dad since he was in college. So it's almost like one of those crazy uncles that I call him. There's plenty of guys within the rugby community in New Orleans, and he's the one who's been setting up a tailgate on the parade grounds of Baton Rouge of LSU for a long time now, and he has one set up now in our parking lot every week. So come out, have a good time, have a couple of Nola Gold beers, and enjoy the action. But thank you guys for having me, and thank you for tuning in.
That
You know?
my man.
Let's see if the Nola goal will come back and take care of his game in the second half, huh?
Go have fun with your crew. Cam Falcon, everyone. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? We live. Zach Stowe here. Introduce yourself. Tell me what the hell you do.
How's it going? My name is Zach Stowe, member of the New Orleans Men's Rugby Club since 2019.
Yes, you are.
Rookie of the year, or most improved player.
Humble brag. Humble brag.
Forward of the year 2020.
Humble brag.
Current treasurer and massive fan of rugby, specifically Nola Gold Rugby, where we have just put in our first try of the match.
Not so humble brag.
Yeah, the boys are.
The boys are buzzing. Can we say that? Can we say the boys are buzzing?
60-some-odd% possession in the first half, and we're finally breaking through. So the attack is starting to wear down the Free Jacks here. So
Can we talk about the Burrow Chase shirt, my man, Chase Denny's? It's coming out. It's coming out. The Burrow Chase shirt. We're live here on Boot Crew Media's YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram account. Well, we were on Boot Crew Media's Instagram account. Now we're on my Instagram account. We got Zach Stowe here. Tell me, you don't hear often in sport a guy playing rugby before watching rugby. You played a club game just over the pond here. What does that entail?
So today was interesting. With New Orleans Men's Club, we have a D2 and a D3.
Hold on, we have an interruption here. We want baseball season, said LSU_capital.
LSU Capital, I believe that starts in March. LSU has, I am a Louisiana Tech guy. We have a brilliant new stadium, but LSU has an awesome new stadium. So wait till March and play then.
Yeah, don't bring up baseball right now. Monday's a manic day. Tuesday's a talking day. Wednesday's a wacky day. Thursday's a thirsty day. Friday's a blank day. And Saturday's a rugby day.
Absolutely. So,
am I wrong or am I right?
1,000% right.
Talk to me about the score right now. 17-2. Am I reading this correctly? 17-8. Free Jacks lead. 48 minutes into the second half. So basically 8 minutes into the 48 minutes into the match, 8 minutes into the second half.
Correct.
Okay. So we have 32 minutes remaining in the game.
Yeah. So 80 minutes seems like a long time, but down on the field, especially the scoreboard, you kind of get an idea for where the game is going. And right now, New England has the ball, they're driving, they've been able to get some good phases going, but right now it's definitely points where we can't give up any more points. And then once we get the ball back in our hands, that's an opportunity right there.
Let's go.
That's an opportunity right there. Misplay by the Free Jacks, goal possession. They're going to go ahead and play that advantage. And really got a good look going on.
Well, I don't really care about
stepping out into double down, go ask to do something with this ball.
I don't care about the piracy or the illegal streaming. Let's get that feed on. I liked how you did that. Yeah. Yeah, love that.
If you don't mind, I'd love to talk about New Orleans.
Yes.
Rugby,
yes.
Rugby,
do it.
They're interesting.
Do it.
Big reason why New Orleans, the Nola Gold is here. Obviously, the Falcons, incredible family, rugby family. Rugby is a very unique and organic and wonderful grassroots. Meaning that guys like myself, I have regular full-time jobs, 9 to 5, stuff like that, and it's just something I started doing right out of high school and college. Didn't want to stop doing it. Wanted to have that competitive aspect of my life, and it's camaraderie. There's so many wonderful parts of it, and kind of building off what Cam mentioned, that we met people from all over the world. New Orleans Men's Rugby, we take any experience level. Anyone who's interested, play any other sport, come on out. I myself am a former wrestler. Used to contact, want to play some rugby stuff.
Where do you wrestle?
Fountain Blue High. So unlike you and Cam, I am the best that public school Louisiana has to offer. So, there we go. And then attended Louisiana Tech University. Shout out my Mullen Dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, New Orleans Men's Club. We have D2 and D3 levels, beating against teams all across the South.
Can we get a shout out to David Gonzi?
Always, David Gonzi of Lyuz is correct.
Yep.
I can't think of many finer places. Wrong iron as well. I can't think of a finer place to find a meal and beverage in the Orleans area. So. And
Jazz Fest season, Lyuz is popping.
Absolutely, can't wait for Jazz Fest. Yeah.
But no free ads, Lyuz's.
Sorry. You'll have to figure out how to pay for sandwiches. Do it.
Nola Gold Rugby has joined the live Instagram.
There we go.
Thanks for joining.
Welcome, Nola Gold.
We're in. We're happening. We're with Zach Stowe here of what club team?
New Orleans Rugby Club, NORFC. So
no, but what was the team that you played for today? What was the name?
Today was a NORFC men's club. Uh-oh. Here we go. Good break for Free Jacks.
God bless America.
Here we got
No!
Brian Nola, but it looks like the Free Jacks have added to their lead. No. Very hard luck for the gold. We had some really good opportunities going. That's the thing about rugby, man. It's an odd-shaped ball, and it doesn't always bounce true and doesn't always bounce your way.
That wasn't good. So now we're down 22-8.
Correct. Pending the 2 points. So
Which
similar to football,
yeah,
touchdown, extra point 7.
right.
Rugby 5. But what's interesting is you kick from 90 degrees from your score.
So we really need. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm somewhat accurate and/or professional in saying this. 22-8. We need them to miss this extra point in order to stay 2 possessions down.
We need them to.
Is that correct?
We need them to leave every point off the board and us to score. At this point in the match, we're coming up 30 minutes left. Feels like a lot of time, but any chance we get for them to not score points and us to score points would be fantastic. So, looking at here, looks like our starting scrum half, Damian Stevens, is a little slow to get up. He's a tough guy. World Cup experience, played for Namibia. Spent his offseason over in, I believe, in Russia, playing some rugby too.
Okay.
So, yeah, we got a lot of guys too. You see the boys huddled up right now. Not sure who's leading. Probably Cam Dolan, just some sort of pep talk. The boys know what they need to do. And we'll see what they can string together here. So,
if you're joining live on YouTube or Instagram, feel free to leave a comment. We'll show it on the screen. If you want it on the screen, go to YouTube or Facebook, Boot Crew Media Facebook page, or Boot Crew Media on YouTube. We're here with Zach Stowe. I'm Jack Halata. We got Lala here in the press box at the Gold Mine on Airline. And it's not looking good for the Nola Gold, but hey, we're having a good time. It's opening day. It's opening season for MLR. Is everybody starting today?
Yeah.
Across the country?
I believe so. I think the league now has even amount of teams in East and West Conference. So when it first started out, I think there were only 7 teams, and Nola Gold being one of the original founding members. So seeing where it was back then to where it is now, from everything from the facilities to the players coming in, caliber play, everything, it's really impressive. You kind of compare it to Major League Soccer about 25, 30 years ago.
Tap mics.
Yeah. So you look at it there. To where how it grew kind of organically, sustainably, and now we've got more and more charter clubs going in key markets. So,
how about this Nola Gold Golden Ale beer?
I didn't know something could be so delicious.
I mean,
so canned up perfectly.
Do you want to hear a story from earlier?
Absolutely.
So we forgot the podcast interface. I had to go back to the studio. I didn't tell Lala this story, but I called Jared Cusimeno, who works here at in the sponsorship. Used to work in ticketing. Now he's in sponsorship marketing department.
Really good rugby player.
With Nola Gold, very good.
Scrappy.
Yeah. And for a smaller guy, I heard he's physical. He's a physical specimen.
Oh, yeah.
Love that.
I've never seen him miss a tackle.
Yeah. I've never seen him miss a tackle either, but I've also never seen him play. So to each his own. But anyway, so I'm driving back to the studio, which is right by Port Orleans, where they sell Nola Gold Golden Ale.
Absolutely.
Where the announcement was for the beer and everything. And
fantastic.
There it is. Yeah, I love it. So I called Jared and I'm like, yo, the beer's going to be $6 at the stadium. Could I save any money by going to Port Orleans and buying like a fat 4-pack or a couple 4-packs?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, yeah, they should be selling it. I went there. They didn't have it.
Really?
So, but it's okay.
It sounds like a good problem for them. It means everybody was drinking it.
Exactly. Everybody's drinking it at Port Orleans.
Opening day.
And they're selling it here, and it's delicious. In fact, I need another one.
I mean, this might have to be up there in my top 3 favorite beers. My first one being free, my second being cold, and then this one right here.
Oh, wow. I was going to grab it myself, but you're amazing. Also, did you notice that the bottom of the Nola Gold logo is your name?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, while we were giving Nola Port Orleans their proper shout out here, looks like Nola Gold has another opportunity. We've gone ahead and given a good nudge about 5 meters out on a line out.
Here we go. We need this.
So
we need this.
We need it. We need to maintain the biggest.
All right.
Biggest thing in rugby is possession. So
okay.
Possession leads to points. If they don't have the ball, they can't score. So
Okay.
what we're looking at right now is called a maul.
Okay.
Devin looks like Devin short went up. See the ball. On
We got the ball. We got the ball.
Yeah, the ball is in that mashup of humans. The maul right there, and it's moving forward. Most important things with a maul is moving it forward. So
What? Oh shit. Yeah, we need to plug it.
take a timeout.
I'll plug it. We'll take a timeout. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Got one man in here. Looks like Nola goal, maintain possession. The penalty kicked it out. We're going to try that 5 meter line out again. So I imagine they're going to go back to a maul. Yeah. 24 minutes left here. I'm golden. No pun intended. Looking at it here, Nola goal maintaining possession about 3 meters out. It is incredible how a rugby pitch is 100 meters long, but sometimes the hardest of that last 1 or 2 meters. And it looks like we lost possession there. So it's just, sometimes it can be one of those nights, man. It's a little bit frustrating where you do everything right and just the last bit. So the boys are doing their best down there, but
How do we switch this screen? It's right here. Yeah, I like that. Looks good.
I heard you mention, Jesuit guy, public school guy, wrestled, and you mentioned Spring Hill, stuff like that. So
Yeah. Spring Hill's got a good rugby
I
program.
do. My youngest brother's on the soccer team there.
Really?
And I'm doing some online classes there to wrap up one of the master's degrees. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah, I love Spring Hill, man. Wonderful campus.
Shout out Spring Hill College.
Yeah. Bam, Will Newell, some of those guys that have been playing. So
Yeah, Will Newell's seriously good, isn't he?
his younger brother. So neat thing about Cam and I, we played together. We've also been opponents. Again, New Orleans rugby mentioned that grass. I'm on the men's club team. In
Cheers,
spring.
by the way.
Absolutely.
Tap mics.
Absolutely. But in the fall, there's something called the Robert Markel Cup, and that is where teams from different parts of New Orleans play against each other. So you have the
Okay.
Crescent City Blues, New Orleans clubs, separate from New Orleans men's club, but they also participate in the fall. The Gretna crew, which is obviously a lot of the boys from Gretna, and then whoever else wants to play over there. I'm on the Pontchartrain Po Boys, the Harrowhand River Coyotes, which is Jared, and then Baton Rouge and Mobile all kind of join up to play, kind of like a fall season. A little more laid back, but a really good time. So a lot of fun to play with Cam and Brennan. Tough to play against them. Those guys are,
Big boys.
yeah, seeing Cam's always great to see him again. Po Boys, we've had our wins against them. The crew recently won the most recent championship. So congrats to those guys. But yeah,
You know Kyle Corvers?
I think I met him once. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
He was I saw him last night and I was like, you should come on the show. And then
absolutely.
when I called him today, I was like, hey, you're gonna be after Zach. And he was like, dude, I think I'm leaving early. So I just want to say live on this stream, Kyle, you bailed on me, brother.
Not stuff with me. So.
Yeah. No, I'd rather have you. But I'm saying, Kyle,
Yeah.
don't make promises you can't keep.
That's okay. 7 more home matches. We'll see you soon, Kyle.
Yeah, so 24-8.
Yep.
Again,
still story of the match here. Nola maintaining possession, getting some faces together. The great thing about this season is that we've had last year Nola Gold almost made the playoffs and really had an issue with injury bugs. We have Robbie Coleman, Nick Beeks, and JP Eloff all coming back, each with ACL injuries from last year. So great to see them all back on the pitch. All absolute game changers. All serious impact players. So we'll see JP Eloff getting 2 here. Looks like he's a sub. Nick Beeks and Robbie Coleman getting starts tonight. So,
look at that pass. That's not good.
that's not good. That's a little errant.
It's an errant pass.
Errant. Yes, thank you. Again, public school.
Oh,
That's a shout out Jesuit there.
No, that's not
yeah.
legal, huh?
No, the referee can put a stop to that.
Okay.
Interesting time too here. We might see a guy sub in from the New England Free Jacks. Local favorite, Holden Younger, former scrum half for the Nola Gold, put in I believe 3, maybe 4 seasons. Really outstanding player for St. Mary's in Northwest. New acquisition from the Free Jacks. We might see him coming on. So Um,
All right, dude, you're
Yeah.
officially on for every game. You know everything about this sport. Like
it's,
what?
It's season ticket holding, and
You should be
big fan of
leading
MLR.
this.
No,
You should
not
be
at all,
leading
man,
this.
not at all.
I'm leaving.
Not at all. I will say, quick shout out, my second favorite rugby team of the Western Conference, Houston SaberCats. Good friend, former college teammate of mine, Will Crawford, on the opening day roster. So, Will Crawford, good luck, buddy. Hope it went well.
Yeah, show that. I wanna hit this. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
And the Free Jacks have had a very opportunistic attack. So here it is again. Just got no goal. Didn't that looks like
that was
like
good.
a forward pass to me. The line judge should have called it.
All right, so what happens during a forward? If it's a forward pass, automatically the other team gets the ball.
Correct. So a forward pass or a knock on, which is if the ball hits your hands, goes forward. That's a change of possession. So you'll have a scrum down right there. And myself, I'm a forward. I'm a loose forward. I can play 4 through 8, which is a loose forward position. Cam's gonna be one of the guys in the front. Big, strong guys. I'll be out a little lighter.
All right, so 4 through 8. 8 is 8-man. 4, 5, 6, and 7. One of those are locks.
Yes. So Cam
4
mentioned
and
he's
5.
in the front row. So that's your 2 props and your hooker
Okay.
right there. And
Any
then,
hookers here, Lala?
oh, yeah, there's a couple down there, man. There's some excellent hookers down there.
There's a lot of hookers on the field.
Yeah, professional hookers.
Yeah, professional rugby hookers.
Professional hookers.
It's the name of the position, all right? Yeah, it's all blurry. Is that supposed to show like our state of drunkenness? I didn't do anything.
Wipe the screen. Or?
I didn't touch it.
Okay, so we'll get
I did not touch it. It looks fine. It does. Right here, it looks fine. Watch. Show. Add to stream. What's going on here? Yeah, it looks good.
There we go. Look, it's opening day for everybody. So
Hey, we're all learning.
absolutely. 7 more chances. But
We learn something new every day. And okay. So I had a question for Cam that we didn't really touch on,
I'll do my best to answer.
and it was touchdown,
Yes.
right? So he was explaining the meaning behind the actual term touchdown in football,
Right.
and also the idea of touching down to get a try in rugby.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to know is, have you ever seen, or is it an often occurrence that somebody gets across the,
Mhm.
what is it, try zone,
Try zone, right? So the try line right there.
try line,
In the
and
try zone.
doesn't touch down?
Absolutely.
How often, like how often it's not,
It's-
it's a rare occurrence though, right?
Right.
Okay. So
And-
that's
yeah.
rare it's rare to see somebody get across the try line but not touch the ball down.
It's maybe not as rare as you think.
Okay.
So a lot of those, it's just like in football where if a guy's kind of jogging and lets up, someone comes behind and punches it from behind.
Mm-hmm.
You can be but unlike in football where you just cross the goal line, you're in there, you're good to go.
Right.
In rugby, you be standing back there. If you don't actually put the ball down, or if you lose possession of the ball at some point and don't do a controlled effort, even then, it's as simple as if the ball is here on the ground, I can come through and just apply downward pressure. I don't even have to be holding the ball. It's very interesting, and it allows it to be more fluid. Whereas with football, it's like, oh, his knee was down before he crossed, yada yada. 15 more minutes. Let's have an inferior beer commercial, stuff like that.
My man Carl Dunn is asking for you, Zach, because
Absolutely.
I don't know the sport as well as Zach, for a quick tutorial on the game. So I'm gonna put you on the clock here.
Sure. How much time do I have?
You have 1 minute and 17 seconds.
Absolutely. Carl, obviously, just like any other
Start
sports,
the timer.
Whoever scores the most points wins. The objective is to maintain possession. If they don't have the ball, then they can't score. Pass backwards. You can kick forward. Crossing the try line, applying pressure onto the ball is 5. Kick from there, 2 points. You get 7. Penalty kicks allow for 3 points. And then ultimately just make your tackles and pass backwards. And when it's all said and done, have some beers, both with your teammates and the opposing team. So it's all about that. But Carl, for the best explanation, I recommend coming out to a game, man. Come meet us.
Yes.
We're more than happy to walk you down there. The best thing about the Nola Gold is these guys are pro athletes, but they're all so awesome, so approachable. I'd be happy to talk to you afterwards.
They drink beer after the game with the fans and the opposing team. Where do you see that anywhere else in
Or
sport?
come out to a New Orleans Men's Club practice.
Yes.
Open practice. We'll get you out there to run some lines, something like that.
But I will say, regardless of the number of viewers, we're not looking for viewers as much as we are looking for attention for the Nola Gold rugby team. And what we want is, and the goal of this podcast, this partnership, is at the end of the day, it's so that we have no viewers and so that all those viewers become fans.
Absolutely.
We want to pack the stadium. If we have no viewers but 10,000 fans in this building, we're happy people.
Absolutely.
We're happy campers.
Cam hinted to it earlier. Obviously, being around, being a player, he's got a unique perspective. He's been on the field and then in the stands, and it's a tough night right now. It's cold, and he mentioned too, New Orleans. I myself do not like the cold, but here we are. We're doing our best. We're bundled up, but we have one of the best home atmospheres in Nation State. You look at Houston, build a brand new facility. LA, they play in the Rose Bowl, which is cool, but how is 100,000 seats? It's a little bit tough.
Right.
New England has a nice facility. The guys in Old Glory, Atlanta obviously as well, but we're the only team that's this close to the city is named after.
How many rugby teams in the MLR have their own stadium, or do all of them? Do some of them play? I assume some of them play at like the city's football or baseball or soccer stadium. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
But looking at I'm a big Major League Baseball fan, big Texas Rangers fan.
So give me a team that plays at
exclusively
another
in a rugby facility.
No,
or it's a shared one.
At a shared one, and then give me an example of a team that has their own. So does New England play at where the Patriots play?
New England will play in one. They're in New England. I'm not sure where in Massachusetts they are, but they have a shared field.
A shared field with whom?
It could be a really good example would be Rudy Rugby New York.
Okay.
Rugby Union New York. Very talented club. A lot of skill players. But they'll play. I think this is the third season and the third different home field they're playing on. So
okay.
Kind of bit of road warriors. They'll play in New Jersey. They'll play in Coney Island, stuff like that. It's a little tricky up there. I'm not sure what the rules may be, but
all right.
Then you look at a team like us, where we were in Shaw. Now we have here. There's no more minor league baseball.
Right.
We have this facility all ourselves. If you look under the first base dugout there, there's a gym. There's all the facilities where we were playing earlier. It's a practice field. So all the operations are here.
Yeah.
And then you go to Houston. Houston built an entire complex south of the city.
Mm-hmm.
And then they in the fall they use that. Obviously, football is king over there, so they have high school football going on over there. So Houston, I believe, is one of the few teams, if not the only team, that has its own facility that was built specifically for rugby.
Right.
That has other purposes, but we're very fortunate. We're not sharing this with the minor league team anymore. The boys can come in, get a lift in. They have room to watch film.
Right.
The coaches and staff all have a place to work comfortably. Tickets and like that. So we're very fortunate.
We were able to tour the facility the first time we came in, and we saw. I mean, incredible. First of all, first class. The offices, amazing. The training facility. Shout out Tulane Sports Medicine.
Shout out Ben Hughes, Tulane Sports Medicine.
Yes.
Club guy, good guy over there. There we have a try. Back on the board. Here we go.
Tap mics.
There we go.
Cheers,
Sorry to
beer.
interrupt you. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Well, get a.
It's called a try.
That's a try.
It's called a try.
It's interesting because
Who made the try? Who had the try?
I missed
Who
that.
scored the try?
Here we go, right here. I'll find out.
Yeah, let me know.
It's on the screen.
On the screen, who we got here? So it looks like it came off of a maul. It's very tricky because in the maul, the jumper goes up, brings the ball back down. The objective is to secure the ball and keep driving. So it's towards the back. We're going to see here on the replay. It was a forward that scored it. And that rules out Dino.
What about these guys?
It's going to be one of your first 8 guys. I'm
Okay.
not sure if it was Malcolm or Moni or it looks like
They're zooming on
it
you,
looks
boy.
like Devin Short.
That's Devin Short,
Like
baby.
Devin Short, absolutely.
Look at him.
Warrior. This is a second.
That's a
year in New
7
Orleans.
man.
That's-
So that is what position?
Yes, that is 7. That is an open side flanker. That is what I've played for the New Orleans Men's Club.
Okay.
Devin.
This guy.
Yeah, there you go. That's your guy right there.
This guy just scored.
From
Devin Short. Luck at that hair. He must go to H2O.
he's I believe he's from Vegas. He broke into the league with San Diego, and then we were lucky enough to scoop him up. He was here last year, and then he spent some time with it was the 10 series and then the professional 7 series. So he's got a lot of
Wait,
professional rugby.
where is he from?
He's from Vegas.
Okay.
So he's an American. Yeah.
So he is an American player.
Yeah, you can tell he's got the flow, got the golden.
So
locks.
our 2 tries, we had our first try was. Do we know who made that?
It was in the corner. I believe it was a backline player.
Okay.
I missed that.
So Devin Short has the second try. Noah Gold's down 24-13. Free Jacks lead 24-13. Dustin, I answered your question. I didn't even know you asked the question, but I answered it.
Well, let's see here. I'm confused because now.
Are we winning? No, we're down 24-13, but we're still in the game, correct? Compare this to football, though, for me.
I'm looking at this right now. Compared to football, wherever they replay we score, it looks like the referees are gathered, and we haven't had a kick attempt yet.
So we need the extra point to get to 15, right?
I think I missed what we might have been looking for here because 8 plus 5 is 13, correct, Lola?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we didn't have a conversion kick unless we decided against it.
Wait, I don't understand. What the hell is going on? What do you mean we decided against it?
Yes, they're kicking us. We scored, so we get the ball back. However, unless we missed the conversion attempt, and I didn't see the attempt.
So we missed the conversion.
It looks like it.
We had to.
Otherwise, we would have had 15 on the board. So here we go. Here's the kickoff, return to Nola. And it looks like here, so as Cam mentioned earlier, 1 through 15 are your starters. So whenever you see anybody with the numbers 16 through 23 on the pitch, that means they were reserved when they come on the field. So, and similar to soccer, once you sub off, you can't sub back in. So.
All right, so Dustin asked, does that mean we're down a lot or no?
We're still in it. We're down 2 scores. So, yeah.
All right, so compare it to football in the sense of we are at the 68-minute mark. Let's just say we were at the 65-minute mark, which would mean we would have 15 minutes left, which would be a full quarter of football. If you're down 24-13, which is a common football score, right?
Sure.
3 touchdowns and a field goal compared to a touchdown and 2 field goals in football.
Good tackle right there.
24-13.
What a stick.
Is an 11-point game. In football, it's a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal away. In rugby, you need 2 tries.
Yeah, you need 2 tries and some sort of penalty, maybe a conversion kick. So looking at it now, where we are in the game, it's kind of like entering the fourth quarter.
Okay.
You know, say it's one of those games going in, I'd say like around 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter type of situation. So we have time on our side, but not enough to miss away. Because the second you look away, it's going to be 4 minutes left. And now, unfortunately, I can't see who's down right now for the goal. We've got somebody who's
Injured.
To get up.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you go out to the Superdome to watch the Saints play and pack that dome, and you're not out here next week, I don't care if it's freezing cold and raining, you're coming to watch people hit each other and try to score tries without pads on. Like,
Absolutely.
How do you not come see this?
Look, I mean,
I'm going to be here every game for the rest of my life.
But Mardi Gras is
Mark my
fantastic.
word.
Mardi Gras is fantastic, but it could be the same every year. So you want to get away from the crowds, you want to go from the traffic, come on out here.
And you know what I really like? The billboard outside on Airline Drive, the slogan, besides their new branding campaign of Nola Grit, Nola Gold, which I love.
Absolutely fantastic.
I really like the billboard slogan that says all it takes is one game. Absolutely. Because this is my first Nola Gold rugby game. This is Lala's first Nola Gold rugby game. And I'm glued.
Guys, yeah.
I'm glued.
Yeah.
Like, this is awesome.
I
wish I wasn't like, as much as I love doing this, I want to come to a game and just be like right there and just like up close.
I mean, you know, Cam alluded to it earlier. I've been going to the game since they were at Shaw. I live all the way in Covington, so making it all the way up to the west, making all that too was a trip. It was worth it. And coming out here, it's a fantastic experience. Tickets are priced, really well. Bring the family. Family
Very reasonable pricing.
It's a great. I recommend it to everybody. I mean, it's important now. I'm bringing customers out here. I'm bringing
Clients,
parents,
business partners.
I'm bringing parents. I'm bringing friends from out of town. Anybody who's interested in sports, it's a great time.
Right.
And the weather's only going to get better. So.
You're watching guys basically play football where you only pass the ball backwards and you don't have pads on. I mean,
yeah. We got it here. Yeah. It's been a tough sequence. You know, like I mentioned, it's one of those. This is one of those games where once we've been getting momentum going, and the ball's been bouncing in the wrong spot. It's been tough. So.
Dustin said, "Fuck it, I'm on my way. Get me a jersey after number 16 to sub in and win this thing."
Do it. Yeah, there you go. Well, we got 16-23. I know the general manager of the teams. Come out to the men's club. We'll get you run in, and he'll get a look at you. So
my first rugby podcast with JP Duplessis and Carl Meyer.
that is a power. That is. I don't think you
It's a
realize.
power couple.
I don't think you realize how much talent was in that room at that time. Those guys are a different.
Uncle Gorills, aka David Gonzi, said, "Hey guys,
David, how are you, sir?
are you bartending at Wrong Iron right now? Please answer me with a comment."
Yeah, to mention Carl Meyer.
Dave, we're down 24-13.
Here we go. Here's the 2-on-1. Good tackle over there by Robbie Coleman.
Let's steal that FS2 stream real quick.
We're gonna hear it's a good position here. We got to stiffen up down here we're within 5 meters. So England attacking again.
Fuck.
That's a
No!
pass. No, we're
No!
in a good position here. We're in a good position here. It gives Nola Gold a chance to fan out and really stiffen up on defense. Read New England's attack.
David
Looks like
said
they're pushing
David said
forward.
he just got cut from Wrong Iron.
There you go, David. You know where to come.
He missed the team.
10 minutes left.
He got cut from the team.
It's okay. There's always next week.
Um,
Here's a good attempt by and again, Nola defense is stiffening up here. Like I mentioned, the first 95 meters always the easiest.
D-Gons, we
Here
are
we go. And there's been another goal. We're going to maintain possession. We stop the 5
tap
meter
mics.
attack.
Cheers, beer.
Absolutely.
D-Gons, the score is 24-13 in the Free Jacks' favor,
70 minutes.
but
10 minutes left.
but
So
there's still time.
we have work to do. We're hemorrhaging time here.
10 minutes remain in this game here at the Gold Mine on Airline. This is Boot Crew Media, live on everything, anywhere you get your bullshit
Excellent.
social media outlets.
Excellent boot by Damien here. So we're hemorrhaging time. We have 10 minutes left. With this line out here, we're going to have to maintain possession and push on now.
We'd like to give a shout out to Royal Honda, though. I mean, geez, only the greatest local car company in New Orleans, in the Metairie area, New Orleans, Metairie, whatever. Veterans, just take a drive down Veterans in your Royal Honda, get it serviced, and buy another car. It's really not that hard. Kane Thompson did it, the head coach of Nola Gold, and he's literally right next to us in the press box.
Saw him pull in this morning.
He's actually right there.
Saw him pull in this morning. He looked good in that Honda. I think he had a Honda Pilot.
He's shaking his head at me right now.
Really great. So, quality vehicle, man.
How is Younger playing? Said D-Gons. Who the hell was Younger?
Holden Younger, former Nola Gold guy playing for the Free Jacks down left. He subbed in.
Oh.
He didn't start, but he was reserving.
Oh, so he's a traitor. Is what you're
He's
telling me.
actually a fan favorite. He coached out with the he coached with the Crescent City Blues while he was down here.
Is that who's that with the ball right now? Is that Tongawiya?
No, I believe that is going to be our reserve. So we were looking at who came in for him.
Joey Giggs, what up? Two more do, what up?
That was Corey. Masao Corey. I'm not Maciu. Corey. Subbed in. Here we go again. Robbie Coleman.
We got 9 minutes left in this game here at the Gold Mine on Airline. We're live on everything: YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. What up?
You can really feel the Gold sense of urgency here. They're really trying to get an attack going. Normally in this position.
Oh, that was badass.
It looked like Cam.
Go, 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 go.
There we go.
Let's go.
Come on. Let's get some support going. Don't lose that ball in the rock.
Tap mics.
Let's get. Well, we're making. It looks like and just like
What
that,
a fucking play.
we lost. Unfortunately,
Yes.
unfortunately,
Do it.
we lost possession.
No.
We did. We lost possession.
What a run, though, by the Gold. What a run.
That's the finicky thing about rugby. In football, you see
I hate
a guy,
that.
You see a guy make an awesome breakaway down the field, and he gets tackled. He's able
And
to
then-
get up and kind of do the first
Yeah,
down thing. Which
get
is
up,
great.
call a timeout, get a Gatorade,
And-
get into the huddle,
and-
talk about the
yeah.
play. I mean, you know,
And
yeah.
rugby, like I mentioned earlier, possession is key.
Flick of the wrist,
Yeah.
snap of the finger, and it's
You
the other.
don't have your teammates running in support. Once you get tackled, Cam mentioned earlier, there was a penalty. We didn't present the ball. Once you get tackled, you have to present the ball backwards. You can't hold on to that ball on the ground. And your teammates have to bind on top of you, forming what's called a ruck, which is like a new line of scrimmage.
I got to change the Instagram angle next time because I feel like people think I'm staring them dead in the face when I'm actually watching the game,
I think
which
that's
is
why
like
we do that.
right
Icon.
there.
I don't know you're serious.
Yeah.
They're through that.
Well, can we show your screen?
Yeah. and here right now, and then unfortunately about rugby is. I say unfortunately about rugby, like any other contact sport, it is physical. Injuries do happen, but Tulane Sports Medicine here to help everybody out. So
I'm pissed right now, Zach Stowe.
as am I. This is definitely a game where we do deserve to win. You know, we fought hard. We've done all the things we need to do, maintain possession. But like I said, it's an odd shaped ball. It doesn't really bounce your way.
God, why can't it just be shaped like a football?
That's too expensive. So you got guys like me playing rugby instead. I can afford a mouth guard. So I need. Please. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier.
Oh.
Gold has that sense of urgency.
Let's go.
Quick line out. Here we go. Maintaining possession.
Let's make a move. Let's make a move right here, Gold.
If you're looking after the
Here we go.
kick, the Gold maintaining possession.
Why didn't he pass it? Why didn't he pass
He
it?
did pass. He passed it off here. So look, we're moving the ball down. It's a great fake there.
Oh, another pass. Oh,
No.
too far
Aaron
back.
pass.
No.
Here we go. Maintain possession. So
Yes.
get a pass backwards. Can't pass forward. Pass backwards as much as you like.
We're moving back. We moved back a lot.
Yeah.
We were at like the 10-yard line. Now we're at like
Yeah,
30.
it looks like we're outside the 22 right now. Not an ideal spot to be in. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll make the point. We maintain possession, which is great, but it's, New England, when it came down to it, New England stiffened up and they played some good defense.
Ah.
Great. See, and
So what? All right. So what goes on right there? So he dropped the ball and it kind of went forward.
correct.
Why did he kick it?
If he went forward off his hands, sometimes if it goes
So if
off
it
your
goes
hands,
forward off your hands, regardless of what he does, whether he kicks it or whether he runs over it, whether he trips over the fucking ball,
Right.
what happens?
if it knocks off your hands, goes forward, it's called a knock on.
Okay.
So if you're attacking, the other team then gets to put the ball in for a scrum. Sometimes you get some guys.
So it's automatically the other team's
Automatic
ball
change
in a
possession.
scrum.
Yeah, automatic change of possession from where the knock on occurred. So it's tough. It really
But a
is.
scrum basically means you're in control of the scrum, so you should get the ball out of the scrum.
If you're the team placing the ball.
Right.
Correct. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's different.
But
than,
it
like, a
but it's
football,
up
right.
but it's up for grabs in the sense of a tip off, as if a basketball tip off had a 6'5" guy versus a 5'10" guy.
Yeah.
The
if
6'5" guy
yeah.
should get it,
Right.
but there's still a
There's
chance
still a
that
chance, yeah.
yeah, okay.
You know, at the professional level, you don't always see scrums getting blown back, but sometimes you have a team that has an excellent scrum, excellent pack that can really kind of blow the other team back. So it can happen for sure. Maybe they can make some penalties, but
I'm pissed.
it's tough. It's really tough.
I'm pissed off.
It's tough. Yeah. Especially mentioning the Go Boys, they fought hard. They fought really hard tonight. So we got 5 minutes left. Nothing's over yet, but yeah.
74 minutes, 15 seconds into the game. We got maybe 6 minutes left in this ball game.
About 11-point differential. So we've got, needing 3 scores. So
What are you laughing at?
I like the crowd getting to it.
Oh, yeah. The crowd is neat. If you look out, you can see there's a lot of people with some kind of gold spray painted construction hats. We have our own fan section, the Gold Diggers. So
Oh, that's cool.
Jack-
they have a second line. The second line band will take them in. And
She
bring them to the
takes
seats.
my money,
Absolutely.
and I'm in need.
Kanye West couldn't have done it better himself. Nick. You got it.
Damn, she's a trifling friend indeed. Let's
That's where
go,
it's at.
Gold. Let's go, Gold. Let's make a miracle happen. Do you believe in miracles? I do, Ryan, Evan McPherson. Shout out, Chacho.
Put in, big feed.
All right, let's catch this.
All right. It's a good bounce right there. So it's going to go out of bounds.
All right.
Full.
So went out of bounds. Gold ball.
Does
Gold
the
ball.
clock stop? Okay,
It does not. No.
So what the hell are they doing? Where's the sense of urgency?
It's coming. So the pack, the big guys, we're just in the scrum and have to jog all the way over. So your guys in the pack are responsible for.
Are they
scrum
tired? Are they tired right now?
balance. No, they're not tired. They're not tired.
Well, I'm tired.
They're not tired.
I've just been sitting here and I'm tired.
They're not tired. It looks like they're not tired. You think so after an hour and a half of rugby, but they're not tired.
All right. Well, sense of urgency should probably kick in about 3, 2, 1, huh?
Here we go.
Let's go.
Line
Let's
of
go,
calls
Gold.
made.
All right. How does subs work?
Subs are dictated by the coaching staff.
Right, but I'm
And,
saying
yeah.
it does delay the game. So technically, that could be a strategy for the leading team.
It can be, but right now it looks like this. Looks like Nola is bringing this up.
Right,
We have a
but
backup
if
hooker, hooker coming in.
okay,
I'm not sure who that is coming in. It might be either, I believe, Pat O'Toole.
Pat O'Toole, love that guy.
It's either Pat O'Toole or Kevin Sullivan.
Love that guy.
Whatever-
Got to catch that line
That's-
out.
that's
We
hard
got it.
right there.
So,
Subbing in
so would you call that an unsuccessful line out? What just happened?
It was.
Come on, Gold.
The throw could have been a little bit.
Nola grit. We need some Nola grit right now.
Had it all match, man.
No, we've had it. We've had it for sure. But it seems like it's really come out in the second half. First half, not that there wasn't enough grit, but the scoreboard did not show the result of that grit, right?
So here looks like hitting on the goal. Free Jacks might elect to take a penalty kick.
24-13, Free Jacks leads 76-45 into the game, which means 3 minutes and 15 seconds remain in the game. Here at the Gold Mine on Airline, this is Boo Crew Media, Jack Hulata alongside Zach Stowe, and our best friend in the whole world, Lala. This is what's your line? This is my podcast. Welcome to my podcast.
You have another podcast you do with Lala?
Here for it, you baby.
Shout them out.
It's called Here for it, you.
Here for,
They
okay,
know
cool.
me. Where you guys at over
There you
there?
go.
Hop in,
Know me, I'm
hop
back.
in, hop in.
Hi.
In fact, take my spot.
No, I like this one.
But I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right, guys.
Take the seat. Take the seat.
Give it to me.
I only have to go to the bathroom. I just want to see you. There we go. All right, so
What's up, everybody?
interesting choice here by the Free Jacks to not take that penalty kick and really ice the game away. It looked like they tried to kick it out. They put a try in. They were unsuccessful. The goal maintained possession here.
Oh no, it's bad.
Yeah, it's Free Jacks. It seems like every time the Gold have had an opportunity to really drive through Free Jacks defenses,
They've definitely been pushing us back for sure.
Yeah, it's been a hard fought match for sure. You can see there's been a lot of guys. Another guy from Free Jacks up back to the try zone. Down right now. It's been a very physical match. These two teams. This is an important match. It's week one, but both the teams are in the Eastern Conference, and only the top two from each conference get in the playoffs. So it's tight. Every match is important.
Towards the end of the game, I've seen a lot of kicking, more so than
Clear it. Say, hey, we'll get the ball back. Ball down back to the try zone. Unsuccessful. So ball goes out of the back. So it's a Nola Gold scrum from the 5 meters.
scrubs. Listen, this sport is a
Free Jack.
a
Free Jack
contact
scrum,
sport.
yeah. We had another guy, another Free Jack that was down in the back of the try zone. So
Let's go, gold. I like that. What's up? Yeah, I had that up earlier. Hey, Mike. Yeah, they got me on here, doing my thing. Duck dizzle. No, I'm just kidding. This sport is so rough. If you've never seen a rugby game, it's very interesting. It gets exciting randomly, right? But you know what's going on. It's easy to follow. It's not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. I was nervous about being able to understand the game because I've never seen a rugby game, but I'm good. I know what's going on when I'm watching it.
well, if you watch a lot of sports, what would you, as far as the excitement, what would you compare this sport to?
I would compare this sport to probably baseball in the 7th inning. It's exciting, but it's like slow at the same time where you can follow and understand what's going on.
Kind of progressive.
Yes.
Right, okay.
I like it.
I've never
I
heard
like
that before. I like that take there.
Yeah, I like it because but with baseball, with me, I used to think baseball is so boring, but it's actually really it gets exciting.
Got Jack back there. Unfortunately,
Jack wants his spot back.
Unfortunately, the buzzer rang, but there hasn't been a stoppage in play after the goal at one more scrum. And as long as there's no penalty committed, we can keep the ball rolling until that penalty is committed or until there's a stoppage. So, but it looks like the goal, even with a score in this possession.
Just very unfortunate because they played their asses off, y'all. They got it out the mud. I'll tell you that.
I think afterwards, Jack, did you hear something about fireworks afterwards?
Yes, there will be fireworks. Oh, good cutback.
Yeah, bring the kids, bring the wife, bring the dog, bring everybody. Fireworks afterwards too.
Hiding wife.
And it looks like here there's a penalty.
So that's it. That's it.
No, there's a penalty committed by the Free Jacks. So no
Nice.
possession here. Yeah. So if the attacking team doesn't commit the penalty here, it looks like we're gonna maintain possession. And again, I've been playing rugby for years. Had a couple of drinks. If anyone out there knows more about me, you probably do. So we'll get it right. We'll get it right.
Our baseball guys said we better like baseball. Baseball is is naive. We need AK to suit up. AK, I don't think AK can handle this. This is different. They don't have no pads on. Another drop on the cheerleading pass thingy.
What up, fam?
Tough on the lineouts today.
That is that called line out? Okay, so
Oh,
the
line out.
cheerleading pass is a line out.
The cheerleading pass.
Two mess ups on those.
So it looks like right there is going to be the end of it all. So that's the last.
That's
opportunity. 82 minutes in, they're going to call it. Looks like the Free Jacks going to come away on the road. Big victory for them. 24-13. Next week, though, ladies and gentlemen, bring your attention. We're bringing in our arch rivals from Atlanta. Nola.
It's another home game.
Nola, another home game. Nola. No one likes Atlanta. Guys, got to make it out here. Let me check the time.
I think it's right here.
Here we go. Looking at it right here. So, 7 o'clock. A little earlier. You can get to bed on time. 7 p.m.
Yes,
Nola
because
is
this
here
was a late
against the
game.
Rugby Atlanta Rattlers, arch rival. Please come out. We need your support. The weather's going to be much better. I guarantee it.
The Dirty Birds.
Absolutely. The Rattlers coming out.
They are dapping it up and they all become friends now after they've been tackling each other very, very rough. And now they're friends. They're going to have a beer together. I've never heard of it, but it's a thing and it's awesome.
Jack, last words. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, Jack, you take a shit.
So, NORFC.
Yes,
Hang on. Hold on. We want to thank Zach Stowe. We want to thank Lala. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. We want more people here at the game. We want more people here on the live. And we're going to go have a beer and celebrate what was an awesome game. It didn't turn out in Nola Gold's favor, but this is Boo Crew Media, Jack Colada, Lala Scipio, Zach Stowe, signing out. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you.